Hey everybody, Justin here. I'm just coming to you with another haul video. As I've said before, the Goodwills in my area, we do a sale every Sunday where the color of the week that rotates weekly gets dropped down to $1. It's just their way of clearing inventory. So they mark a color as half off, lasts for a week, and then on Sundays they put that color on down for $1. And so that's when I try to go, especially since I'm not super backed up. I counted how many things I had to list, and I had about 80 things to list. I've listed about 30 this week, and I've bought a few more. So I've got about 60 items to list, and I really want to get those listed before I go back out and do a big haul. Like, I want to have those listed within a couple weeks, at least not the next Saturday, but the one after. So in 2 weeks, I want to have all that stuff. I want to have all that stuff listed. Now, keep in mind, I do this part time, so it is a little bit harder for me to get all this stuff listed, like some of the people that do this full time. So anyway, I want to get all that listed before I go do a big haul. And what I'll do is I'll probably go in a major city, about 2 hours away. My mom lives there, and I'll take my kids down there. She'll watch the kids. I'll stay down there 7-8 hours or so, and hopefully get a whole bunch of nice things. And in that city, the Goodwills down there do a half off every weekend. They rotate. One weekend it's half off the entire store. Another weekend it's half off of clothes, and they do sales throughout the week, because they're such a bigger metropolis that they just have to turn over their inventory really fast. So I'm planning on doing that, but I want to get this other stuff listed first. Anyway, that's why I only got a few things, and that's why I've only been going to the dollar days. And so, just share with you what I have here. Now, the first 3 things I want to share with you are things I paid full price for. Actually, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 things I want to share with you. The first 3 things I didn't pick up on this Dollar Day haul. I got these at a different time, but I just want to show you sort of what they are. Some pretty sweet finds, really. This here is a Hickey Freeman. Now, I don't know much about Hickey Freeman. I know that some of their lines can be really good, and some of them can be sort of mediocre. This is what the tag looks like. If anybody knows anything about the tag, go ahead and let me know. I'm guessing it's an older tag if I had to guess, but it's a nice feeling suit. It is the whole suit, and we got the size in here, I believe. Let's see, it's 100% wool, and it's a 48 regular. This is actually, I wear a 48 long, and this is actually such a nice suit that I put it on to see sort of how I would look in it, but it's just not going to work on me. It's a little bit too short, but it's got a if you can see, nah, maybe you can't. I don't know what it's like, slightly textured. It's a navy blue. It's sort of a lighter navy blue. Some navy you can't hardly tell if it's black, if it's blue, but this is definitely a blue single vent. Great condition. 2 buttons there. Comes with the pants. The pants are in good shape, and I paid $8.99 for this suit. $8.99 for the whole thing. And as far as how much I hope to get out of it, I'm not really sure. The comps were all over the place. I'm gonna do a little bit more studying on it, but what I'm gonna try to do is I'm trying to up my sales price for suits and blazers and stuff like that. I don't know, like I said, depending on what the comps do, I might try to get 100, 120 out of that. 80. It just really depends on what information I find on eBay. Looking those up a little more. And again, if any of you guys have any recommendations on that, feel free to leave a comment. And I picked this up. I picked this up yesterday, and I originally thought it was a suit. When you go through the racks, you just sort of flip and look at the tag, flip and look at the tag, and I came across this tag, Luigi Bianchi Mantova, Luigi Bianchi Mantova. And so I looked up the suits and the comps in the suits, and some of these are going for $150, $200 and up, depending on the thing, depending on the the line of it. But then I got to looking at it, and it's got these like velvet, see these velvet things here. And when I first saw this before I looked up the thing, I said, well, that might not be too good of a quality because it has the velvet buttons, single velvet button, right? And then you've got this. And you got this stripe down the pants. It's ribbed, but then you've got this stripe down the pants here, and it actually looks like a bellhop or something. And so I put it into a few Facebook groups. My initial thought was maybe it's a tuxedo because it's sort of got this like split collar and it softens up right here. I said maybe it's a tuxedo. So I put it up on a couple different groups, and everybody is in agreement that this is indeed a tuxedo. So then I looked up this brand under tuxedos, and nothing came up. So I'm hoping though, with prom right around the corner, that somebody is going to want this thing, and I'm hoping it goes for a decent amount of money. The size is a 40R, so pretty standard size, a 40R. Now with suits, a lot of times you have a 6 or 7 inch drop. And what that means is there's 6 inch difference between the size of the suit and then the pants. So say for example that's a 40, these pants should be a 34? Yep, 34 right there. So it's got that 6 inch drop on it. That's typically how suits work. So yeah, everything is a tuxedo. I mean, it's really nice looking, and the brand, if it's just the brand that sells for that amount of money, then I'll be in good shape. I'll have to do some more research on this, but again, I'm gonna list it for, in my mind. Now this is the minimum in my mind. I'd like to at least get 100 out of it. I paid $9 for that. I'd like to get 100 out of it. That's my goal in my mind. But I am going to look and see if anybody's getting any more out of them, and let it ride for that for a little while, and then sort of see what happens. All right, and I found this last one. This is the last thing that I got yesterday that I want to show you, and this is actually really nice. This is like a it's almost like it's like a bigger sort of shepherd's check, green brown color. Anyway, it's a blazer or a sport coat, and it does have, I don't know if you can see it, it's got a few little spots in there, but just, I don't know what they're from, it's just a few little spots. Made in Italy, right? Made in Italy, and it's a 3-button, great shape, and the brand is a confusing brand to me. It's an Armani Colazione right here, Armani Colazione, and that is, I believe that's from the actual Armani, but I believe it's like a lower end Armani. And here's the actual tag for it, and I'm not sure. Sometimes when these things are made in Europe, it doesn't have the. Okay, here we go. It's a 40R, right? But it's all, well, it's written in, I guess, Italian first, but it's 100% wool. It's 40R. And it's an Armani. Now the thing with this is the comps. If you look up Armani, however you say that, Colazione, some people are letting these suits go. Even buy it now for $15, $20. So I paid $5.99 for this, and I don't know what I'm hoping to get out of it. Honestly, it's pretty good shape. I don't know. So these are going really cheap from what I saw. So I'm hoping 50, 40, $50. Give it a shot. All right. So those are the 3 things I picked up the other day or yesterday. Now I'm going to go through what I got on the actual Dollar Day sale. And here's my tag, $17.39, and I got 7, 8, 9 items. So what is that about? It's a little bit under $2 an item. I did get 2 things that were full price, and I will show you. I'll show you what those are first. Let's see. The first thing I got that was full price, and these are $4.99 plus tax, so about $4 and about $5.50, something like that. $5.40 is what I get jeans for in pants. And these are a pair of Tommy Bahama jeans. All right. Now the Tommy Bahamas Oh, Tommy Bahama. Man, it's been a long day. It's been a long day for me. Not Tommy Bahama. I'm looking right at it, saying the wrong thing. All right. It's a Tommy Hilfiger, right? Tommy Hilfiger. Now, if you see the older jeans like this is called a flag. Sometimes it's called a freedom flag. There's a spell out freedom flag, and then it's got this nice little thing in the pocket here. You know, if these were a carpenter jean, or if they were a denim color, like a blue color, I think that they would do a lot better. But the black wash, I think it'll do all right. It's a 40-32, so these are actually my size. I could put these bad boys on and reminisce, you know. But I think I'm gonna sell them. The vintage Tommy stuff does pretty well. I'm gonna list these things probably at 35. And again, these prices are just what's going on in my head. They may end up selling for lower than that, or I may do some more research on some comps and find out they're going more. But that's just sort of what's going on in my head for the comps, or for what I'm going to send it for or sell it for. This I paid full price for. It was $4.60 is what I paid for shirts. It's a Ralph Lauren classic fit, XXL. It's not a chambray or anything. It's just a blue shirt. But the classic fits do really well. Typically, when I get the smaller sizes, like large, extra larges, sometimes the mediums, I list it for $13.99 plus 1 pound shipping. And so the shipping ends up being like $6.65, so it ended up being about $20.65 shipped. And I paid about $4.60 for them, and they usually sell pretty quick. But now the selling point on this is, again, the classic fit or custom fit is really what you want to look for, and then the size, the XXL, and it's not measured like a dress shirt, but it's definitely a dress shirt. It is not a casual shirt, just a blue button-down collar dress shirt there. All right, everything else here I paid $1 for. Okay. Let me turn this light off. It looks like, is that better? Yeah, it looks like the lighting's a little bit better. It was pretty bright, like over in this area. I had to move my camera back. Sorry about that. And I know I got a bald, shiny head. So anyway, bald is beautiful. Bald is beautiful. You know, God only made so many perfect heads, and He put hair in all the rest. So all you people with hair out there, don't be mad that you got to cover your ugly head. All right. Anyway, this is back to my dollar stuff. All right. Now, normally, Croft and Borrow. Typically, I'm not going to pick up Croft and Borrow ever, for the most part, unless it's new with tags. And this happens to be new with tags, and it is an Easy Care Classic Fit. It's a smaller size, 15, 32, 33. I'm guessing that's a medium. I don't know. I wear like a 17.5, so I typically don't look at stuff too much under that, but it's a smaller size medium, maybe even a small, but it's still got the tags on it there. Still got the tags on it, and it's got the original price tag on it. It did come from Kohl's. It's got that it's got that $40 price tag on it. And so I don't know what I'm going to list this for. I didn't even look it up. I just grabbed it because it was $1 and it was new with tags. I figure even if I listed for $9.99, $14.99, which in reality is probably all I'm going to get out of it. But even so, if it's $1 and I sell it for $14.99 or 99 cents, I'm still going to make $7-8. You know, and it's not going to take that long to list, because I'm not going to have to really do any cleaning or anything. I'll steam it, get the wrinkles out, throw it up, take a picture. It won't take very long. All right, now this is a J. Crew. I can honestly say I've never sold anything J. Crew. I always stayed away from it. But watching some different YouTubers and stuff like that, and talking to some different people, some of these brands that I didn't think were very like high end, they're selling for other people, you know. And again, it's not a super high end brand, but people are familiar with the name, and a lot of times brand recognition is just is a big selling point, you know. So this is J. Crew, 50% wool, 40% cotton, and 10% nylon, and it's just a half zip pullover wool blend sweater, right? It's knit. So again, I didn't really look that up. I'm hoping to get maybe 20 out of it, 15, 20, something like that. and maybe when I do some more research, it'll go for more. I'm not thinking so, but you're always surprised. All right, last things here. Real simple, Polo Ralph Lauren, and remember I said keep your eye out for the classic fit. This is not a classic fit. This is a Pima stretch mesh, extra large, Pima stretch mesh, and I'm not too familiar with the Pima stretch mesh. I got one the other day. It was the newer tag, the newer Ralph Lauren tag, Pima stretch mesh, and I sold it for I think like $20 and some change, probably $20.65, and it sold like overnight. So hoping maybe to get 20 out of that. Again, not a classic fit. Probably would have never paid $4.60 for this, but it is a Polo Ralph Lauren that I will pay $1 for. It is an XL, extra large Polo Ralph Lauren blue polo, 100% cotton, no special cut or fit about it, just your standard polo. Again, I'm shooting for 20. If I get 15 out of it, I'll be a happy camper. Another polo Pima cotton, cotton knit crew neck pullover sweater, and this one is Pima cotton, which is a little bit higher quality cotton, 100% Pima cotton right there. Ralph Lauren, large. Now I have a couple of these listed. Actually, I have like 3 of them listed. I've got them listed for cheap. They did start up higher, but then I lowered them, and they're down to like $12 plus like $7 shipping, and nobody's buying them. So I don't know why the heck I bought this thing. I figured maybe it was the color. Maybe people don't like sage green. Maybe they like blue. I don't know. But anyway, it's Ralph Lauren, so I'm hoping that the brand will sell itself, make a few bucks. And then I got some other stuff here that I would typically never get, and that's sort of what I'm doing on these dollar days. I'm really using it as an experiment to see what sells and what doesn't. Storage space is sort of an issue for me, so I'm not trying to fill my inventory up with hundreds of $5 to $10 items. That's not what I want to do, but it's worth paying $1 for me to figure out how fast this stuff sells, and so that's what I'm doing. And here's another example of a brand that I typically wouldn't get. Eddie Bauer. It's a large Eddie Bauer, large 100. See if you read that there. 100% merino wool. And the merino wool is a higher quality wool, and it is a ribbed sweater vest. And man, that light, for some reason, when I hold up clothes up to it, takes a while to adjust. So I have to figure out the lighting for these videos here. But anyway, that's what that is. It's super soft, and when you feel it, it doesn't feel like cashmere, but it doesn't feel like other kinds of wool either. It's very much a softer wool. And one of the reasons I picked this up was because there were 2 of them. Right? There's another one. This one's a little bit heavier ribbed, but it's essentially the same thing. Right here, Eddie Bauer, red sweater vest, size large, fine Italian merino wool is what it says. So if you're into the fine Italian things in life, then maybe you'll come buy my sweater vests, right? No idea how much I'm going to charge for them. Well, I do have an idea. The comps were going between 15 and 20 shipped, so that's what I'm going to shoot for. So if I can buy it for $1 and sell it for 20, that is perfect. I will fill my inventory up with that kind of stuff. And I got one last thing here. This is a no, I don't. Never mind. It's just the same vest I just showed you. All right. So it looks like that's it for that haul. $17.39 for all that, minus the blazer and the tuxedo and the suit that I showed you in the beginning. And well, looking around here, I got a bunch of other stuff, but really nothing from that listing here. Again, the Tommy jeans are what you want to watch out for. Picked this up yesterday too. Right, there's the darker Tommy Hilfiger Freedom spell out. Got the little thing in the pocket there. So pick those up. $4.60 for those. Here's something else I picked up yesterday with those suits. These things are super duper stiff for some reason. I mean, you can almost like eat your pizza on here or something. But these are just your, standard khaki pants from Orvis. I actually love Orvis. It is a brand that is very, very decent, very good. And it's sort of one of those things, at least in my area, not a lot of people wear. There are a few stores up north and stuff like that, but I don't find a lot of them around here. When I go to different cities and stuff, I do. But in my town, actually, I think this may be the first or second pair of Orvis I've ever found in my town, ever. So I've had a lot of Orvis stuff in different towns, but they always sell pretty well. I'm hoping to get maybe 30 out of these. Even they're in great shape. They're a size 38, 34. And again, I'll check and see what the comps are. They may go for more than that. They may go for less than that. But typically, whatever I get in my head is the average on the completed listings. I try to charge about $5 on top of that. So whatever I'm going to charge, I try to charge about $5 up. And then that way, when I run a sale or something like that, it goes down. It sort of equalizes itself. And if somebody buys it before the sale, great. Well, looks like that's it. Looks like that's it for the haul. I'll be posting here in a few days my numbers for the week. Last week I did pretty well, and this week I'm hoping I did well. Also, I'm hoping I do well every week and every month. But I'm really starting to scale back on my inventory buying. Notice how I said trying, right? If you're addicted to the hunt and you're addicted to treasure seeking, then it can be hard. It can be hard to stop, right? But I am being pretty good. I haven't spent hundreds of dollars or anything. I think I spent $20 or $30 this week, and some of that was in books. I got a lot of books to put into Amazon FBA, and maybe I'll make a video about that. I don't know. Got a lot of good books, and I've been selling merchant fulfilled on some of these. Yesterday I picked up a book, 3,000 seller ranking. Listed it, sold it for $14 this morning, and I made about $8, $9 on that. So that was pretty sweet. And so if I just keep doing that over and over and over again, I'm gonna keep making profit and hopefully keep making a living. You know. All right. So anyway, thanks for watching today. Sorry about the lighting and this big, shiny, beautiful bald head. Maybe blinding you. It sort of like powders me out, like that movie Powder. It sort of whites me out. So I'm gonna try to get working on that. Try to get that fixed and try to get some better quality lighting, or at least a better area, so I'm not blinding anybody and everybody can see the items a little bit more clearly. So that's my goal, is to work on the lighting and to keep listing and to keep making money. And I hope that's your goal too, to keep making money and to keep sourcing wisely. Now, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Feel free to leave any comments, and I appreciate you watching. And hopefully you'll come back for my next video. Thanks.